Welcome to another episode of News of the Weird. This is a special Halloween-themed episode, as you can see.
Spooky!
Spoochus. I'm your host, Hunter, and I'm Mario.
Cecil.
Alex, and I'm a plague doctor.
Don't catch the plague, you hear?
Don't catch the plague.
Howdy, y'all. I'm a vaquero.
And what's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. That's your boy. You already know Daniel.
Yep, back at it again.
Back at all.
All right. So new format. I got paper now.
Ooh.
Frick them
Spooky.
trees.
All righty. So here we go. Today's segment is called Winnie the Pooh or Winnie the Boo.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dude, don't scare me already.
Whoop. I'm a jump scare you. It's Five Nights at Freddy's, you hear? All right, so let's get into this. Imagine, right, you're a little fourth grader, right? And Mrs. Teacher later, she says, "Oh, today is movie day. You want to watch a movie?" And then everybody, you're a little kid, right?
Y'all down for a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, everyone loves Winnie the Pooh. They love him. They love the yellow Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
So there's no other option, right?
I love Mao Zedong.
But anyways, there's no other option but Winnie the Pooh, right? So the teacher goes on a streaming site. 20 minutes later, your little fourth grader self, you're watching a horror movie, and you're like, ah! And you're like, why am I watching a horror movie, right?
Right.
All right, so that's what happened. That's the story. Teacher puts on a scary movie on accident.
Was it the horror Pooh Bear one?
Yes.
Yeah.
How the what?
But yeah, like before we get straight into that,
How do you make that mistake?
exactly.
Teacher license revoked.
So, what's your reaction if you're a little fourth grader? Like you're watching this film, you're like,
I'm hitting a line of sugar.
oh no!
I'm scared out of
Did
my
the teacher
mind.
give you that too?
Trick or treat.
Poor teacher.
No, but honestly, if I was a little kid, I feel like that I would be the one that's the problem because I'm like, oh, well, I guess everyone else was expecting this. So I'm the little goober who wasn't prepared for something like this.
You'd give everybody else the plague.
Yeah.
To kind of piggyback off of Alex's answer, I also feel like I would be the one with the problem because I probably would start murdering my classmates. at that
Right.
point.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because you'd be looking at that and you'd be like, oh my god.
Right.
Well, what happens
Time to murder.
What
Very
happens in Pooh Bear?
impressionable.
So basically, they go back into the 100-acre woods. Christopher Robin does.
Yeah.
And they're like, why'd you leave us? Because apparently they're deformed children in that film or something.
Deformed?
Yeah, they're like mutants or something.
Oh, that's
like-
what you meant by that.
Yeah.
I said deformed, deranged, horrid creatures of children.
No.
Like
Twisted
those in a
amalgamations and a Halloween Eve's night.
Ooh, they're in a wheelchair.
All right. So basically, this story, it all happens at the Academy for Innovative Education in Miami Springs, and this
Is that
class.
like the X-Men?
Yes. Yeah.
But they're actually
what
just
is that?
deformed.
Yeah, but they're actually just they're special in normal
special
ways.
powers.
But yeah, basically,
He's just autistic.
they decide to watch this film, and the teacher looks at it. It's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I'm like, honestly, how as a teacher are you not looking at this and being like, that's a horror movie, bro? How are you not like?
Yeah, maybe she thought that maybe she knew that it was the horror film, right? And maybe she just thought, oh, the kids know what I'm about to put on, right? I mean, it's been all over the ads, been all over the news, whatever. This new Pooh
But
Bear
they're in
movie.
fourth grade.
right?
Yeah, but it's the Academy for Innovative Education.
Children are very
true.
mature these days.
Yeah.
Florida kids.
They
am I
have
right?
IQs of 118.
But the fourth graders know how to use the iPhone better than your grandparents do, and that's
true,
No
that's
cap,
true.
brother.
Yeah.
And they get a job at the Genius Bar.
So back in January of 2022, the copyright for Winnie the Pooh, correct, ran out, and these guys decided to make the film, and it was released early in February. So actually, it's a dude. The dude probably could have feigned innocence and been like, I don't know. But you're
Was
not
the
a
teacher was a
math
guy the
teacher
whole time?
dude. You're not a math teacher dude. Oh yeah, Mrs. Teacher Lady is a dude.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Dude looks like a lady.
Hey, what do y'all guys think about this movie? Well, I mean, like, would you
I
watch
never
it?
saw it.
I know, but like, I mean, just the idea of it.
I'd like to watch
Would
it.
you like to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
If I could go back to 4th grade.
If you could go back to 4th
If
grade.
I could
Right.
turn
If
back
things
time.
could scare me, yeah, I would.
You think it
watch
would?
You think so?
I think
it
so.
would be scarier than the bullcrap Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Put it up.
Five
Put it
Nights
up.
at Freddy's.
That's where I wanna
That's
be.
where I wanna be.
So the teacher somehow didn't realize that this was a horror film for like 20 to 30 minutes, and he was too late to stop it from scaring the kids. Apparently, he didn't stop the movie, even though the kids were saying, "Hey, stop the movie! We don't want to watch this. It's scary." And the moms were pissed. What would your mom do if your little middle school teacher, or intermediate school, whatever it is, it's like, "Oh, I made your kid watch a rated R film today in class."
Bro, she would spank me because
Yeah,
found
she
out
hit
I
me with
cried
a
like
wooden
baby,
spoon.
Bro.
Bruh.
She hit my mouth. What did your plague mommy do to you
Yeah.
when you watched
She,
a violent movie?
She
as a
dropped me
kid?
in a vat of acid because I couldn't handle it like the grown man I've always expected to be.
Right. Even at
Right.
4th grade?
Even at 4th grade,
How
she would
was
wipe-
that
dude,
for you?
She would dust off the knuckle dusters and really remove that frown off my face and put a
Right.
smile on there real quick.
So this is my last question. We've breezed through this. Shortest Halloween episode known to man. So do you think that this would have made the news today, or do you think it's a product of the time that we are in right now?
Repeat your question?
I said, do you think that this would have made the news or when we were kids, I mean. I'm sorry.
Oh, he said, would this make the news today? Last week, it was reported. Is this a product of today's society, or is it pointing to something greater? Find out next time. You guys ask the question again. And then
Do you think this would have made the news when we were kids, or do you think it is a product of the today, the now,
I think
the present?
Well, the movie wouldn't have existed when we were kids.
Yeah, so it would have been like sort of a future prediction
Right.
thing. They would have been like, in the year 2023, a movie will come out called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and children will be subjected to it by careless, callous teachers.
Teaching license revoked. He should be put in jail,
Boing, 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 boing.
and he should never be able to eat honey or
Or
watch
blood.
Winnie the Pooh ever again.
Uh-huh.
I feel like back then it probably would have just made like local rounds amongst the mothers of the community.
Actually, that probably would have blown up because it'd be like blood in honey.
Honey?
Blood?
We
and
had
honey?
razor blades in the Snickers bar. Now we
Yeah, I
got
remember it
blood
happened to me one Halloween.
in a honey pack.
When we were kids, we
Hey,
had the
yo.
DVDs. So,
Yeah.
so he would have had to intentionally grab that DVD,
Right.
put it in a DVD player without reading anything.
All these streaming services these days.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
streaming
Do you have any other
services are
questions?
rotting the
Ruining
brains.
our country.
Ruining.
Do we have a
Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll? Why even call it Crunchyroll?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Honey's not crunchy.
All right.
What is this is
Enough
falling
about
apart.
blood and honey. Let's talk about another
Rip
liquid.
me out the package. I'd be acting brand new.
This
Another
liquid
liquid.
is alcohol, because we're back at it again with another installment of.
What did that drunk person do this time?
All right, let's see what our answer choices are. So you know how this game works, obviously.
Obviously.
I will give you 4 options. You tell me which one actually happened, and all these people are drunk.
That is
All
how
right,
the game works.
that is how the game works. Our first answer choice is A. Drunk woman arrested for impersonating an officer on Halloween. Uh-huh.
Okay.
We got cops apprehend a drunk driver with a body decorations on his Jeep, and they stated, "We thought he's hit someone. We thought he hit him." So he's driving with his little car. And then we have a woman in a fairy costume drunkenly jumps off a building at a Halloween party, and she stated, "I thought I was a fairy." And then finally, a drunk man gets buried alive in a coffin.
Let's break it down. First one, so a woman dressed up as a cop, and they're like, "You're impersonating an officer." So her costume was just that good.
Right.
Right, and well, I'm not gonna give you
What are our
any more
thoughts on
context.
that? I mean, if she went to Spirit Halloween, it's like it's not a very good costume.
Well, like, it's not a crime to dress like a cop, but if
Right.
she's out there, like, pulling people over,
Right.
like,
Like, I'm arresting you.
maybe she pulled over an undercover cop.
right.
And he was like, hey,
Drunking.
wait a second.
She's like, "I'm making a
Like-
citizen's arrest." Oh no, in that case, it'd be like an actual arrest.
Get
yeah.
out,
Right, right.
officer. I'm sloshed.
That was a direct quote, by the way.
Yeah, that was convincing.
Second instance is what? Just somebody.
That's the drunk driver with the body decorations on his
It's
Jeep.
like the thing where it's like you have a foot hanging out your trunk, and it's like,
yeah.
spooky.
But he was like driving all crazy, so it was harder to tell.
That one might be real, because it's like, well, if he drunk, then he's DUI,
Right.
and then it's like he could have possibly hit somebody.
Yeah.
What was the third one?
Third one was a woman in a fairy costume jumps off a roof, and she thought she was a fairy.
That was probably not real.
Yeah, that doesn't seem likely, but
Tinkerbell was like, sprinkle of pixie dust. How does it go?
Yeah, just a sprinkle of pixie dust and you'll fly.
Needed more than one sprinkle, I guess.
Yeah.
Splat.
had more than one sprinkle.
Yeah, she had a couple sprinkles.
She probably had a couple sprinkles too many.
Right, probably. And then the last one, I think the last one was kind of believable if I remember.
Drunk man gets buried alive in a coffin.
He probably was like, oh, it's for a bit. Like,
Yeah.
Jokey
Oh,
joke.
Yeah.
Let's go to the cemetery on Halloween. And then he like fell.
Yeah, but I feel like that there's a lot of avenues where that could kind of fall through, right? I mean, someone isn't, checking that body, making sure that's breathing. I don't know. Like, wouldn't they have to go through the mortician as well? And
Well, that is
the
your area of
mortician
expertise.
probably was also drunk.
I'm gonna lock in on the last one.
I'm gonna lock in on B, but I could see yours being the option if they were like, "Oh, I'm such an aquarium, this is such a
such an aquarium.
Yeah.
I'm such a crab.
I'm gonna go the way of the cowboy.
And what is
such a fish.
what is our beaky connoisseur going with?
I think I'm gonna choose B.
All right. I'll give you this. Someone is right,
Oh,
but two of you are
someone.
not.
Oh, I won every single time.
Whoa, I knew I was right.
Everybody knows the guy got buried alive in a coffin.
Oh.
There wasn't very much story behind it. They basically just said he got in the coffin and they started burying him. So I guess he was just sloshed and he just, walked his way over and went, "Ooh,
It's just,
that looks comfy."
it was during the funeral?
some other guy's funeral." He's like,
He's in
"Hey,
there
bro,
with the
move
other
over."
guy.
The plague.
Over. I mean, it's just like, who just kind of just goes, oh, a coffin. We must bury that.
Well, that's
Drunk
your new
people.
service.
Darn it, Jackson! Why'd you have to have your Halloween,
just-
October Death Day?
Well, that's your new
funeral?
service, right, Mr.
Okay.
Plague Doctor?
Right, exactly. I know, but like we
Come
go,
get your live
we
burial
go
today.
through
We'll give you
strict
Jack on the
procedures.
house.
We go
Not
through
dead.
procedures on that. We
I'm
just don't go
dead.
neuron
Not dead.
activation.
I think I'll go for a walk.
All right, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of News of the
Weird.
We'll see you in a couple weeks or so. Sorry that this will be made around Thanksgiving, but anyways.